live session. So I would like to discuss about the code forces problem, and that is based on strings, the concept of a string. The problem name is way too long words. Actually, in this problem, we are given a string, the number of a string. Firstly, what we have to do, we have to enter an input in which we will describe that how many the length I mean the number of strings we wanted to enter. Then we will directly enter the string, I mean a word which will be of something which will of length some n, and if that the length of that word is less than 10, means for example as you are seeing here that its length is this, I mean 4, 1 2 3 4, and if it is less than 10, so it will be printed as it is in the output. And if its length is more than that, I mean more than 10, so we will directly print, I mean we will print it as like firstly L, then the number of like this, and at the last we will print n, and in between we will print the number of this, the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. We will print the number of alphabets between the L and N, with between the first letter and the last letter. So we this is the problem. We have to make a, we have to print it in every test cases. So I have already made the solution actually. So here is the solution. Firstly, I have used the include iostream, then I have also used a string header file, then using namespace std. Using namespace std, my friends, is used because we if we will not use this now, so we will always get, we have to always write stdc out. I mean stdc out, stdc in, and and that's why I am you and to do not use all that thing again and again. So that's why we have written here I have written here this using namespace std. Then I have declared class. This problem can be solved without this using class, and but I have used this class in this C++ program. So what we have declared that string one is there, getting string, I mean entering string. I mean this is the function which will take the input of the string, and then I have this done this string. Actually, you can enter a number, any length or in a string. This is, you can enter any of the length in this str1, and then after that I have declared a function which is void printing. If then I there is some logic, if that if the length of the string, it means str1 dot length is less than equal to 10, okay, then we have to print that string as it is. Otherwise, that's why I have written in else, that else int length, it means integer of length, integer length is equal to, it means we have printed the length of the string minus 2, because we have to remove the first one and last one, and string length will give us the length of the whole string including first and last. So in this I have reduced the length of the string by 2, minus 2, and then there is a cout str1. Well, I mean firstly we will simply enter, well, I mean firstly we will output the str1, then the length of the string, that is length minus 2, and then the str length plus 1, and it means that the length of the string is, means we are printing the last one, last element, because it's start from 0 to 1. So that's why we have printing l plus 1 in the last. Then we will end line, okay. Then we will come to the main function. In main function, we are what we are doing, we are having int num, which int num is used because firstly we wanted to get the number of input. I mean here you can see that the first line contains an integer n, each of the following lines contains an, you can read this, and means firstly we have to enter the number of words which we want to enter, number of strings which we want to enter in the in our program. So that's why I have used that num. Then firstly we will enter the num, then I have used words I mean, I have declared n number of words. I mean, m number of objects, num number of objects. It means if we will enter 4, here if we will enter 4, so here the number of objects will be 4. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have used here that for, and I next I have used for loop to for getting the values. Firstly, I will get all the values for a particular object, that is wi, for it will run from 0 to 3. Okay, it means 4 objects are there. Then for printing the values of the string, I have used here this another for loop for printing the values. So it means this printing function is here. And if we will go to its definition, that this is its definition. And so in, as I have already explained that what is it, so this is all about that. If I will run this program, so I will get the thing whatever I want. For example, here I am entering 4. So now I will enter all the words. For example, I have entered word. Next I will enter my name, VISHWNA. My name, then I will enter null, nullifying, nullifying a location. Now you can see that whatever it is showing, firstly its length is less than 10, that's why it is showing. Net nullifying 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, it is exactly 10, that's why it is showing this. Nullifying and location, and my in my name I have actually 21 words in my whole name, so that's why, I mean 21 letters, that's why it is showing V19H. Okay, so this was all about. I have actually here you can submit this problem by using this submit. Actually, I have already submitted this problem. That's why I am not submitting now. So this was all about today.